All right. Excuse me. I'm live. Let me. There we go. We need to go to K. Ooh, hi, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to get started here in a few minutes. Okay, let me go to... Ooh, hello. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to get started here in this week's subject. I'm going to be talking about Bigfoots from all over the world. So, it seems like each country or each continent has its own version of Bigfoot. So, I'm going to be talking about them and comparing their differences, talking about their, not comparing their differences, explaining their differences, comparing their similarities, and yeah, it's going to be a fun stream tonight. Yeah, I got that on. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to get started here in like 2 minutes. So just going to give people a chance to come in. So I usually, I always usually start the 5-minute mark. And someone just said that they couldn't access the chat last time. I should. Okay, yeah. Yeah, shout out to you, Falric. I'm gonna... Oh, okay, that makes sense if you're having storms. But yeah, shout out to you, Falric. I'll hang your superhero avocado man on my back wall over here. So yeah. Shout out to Falric. So yeah, we'll put your avocado man drawing somewhere in the back over here. But yeah, so I'm gonna get started here in 1 minute. I told someone I'm live and they said fucking dragons. No, tonight's Bigfoot. No, I will hang that avocado man picture on my back wall. I'm going to show this to everybody, actually. Let me see. Obviously, probably going to... Are you kidding me? There we go. Censor his kick name, but then I accidentally closed out of it because... But yeah, avocado man. Yeah, shout out to you, Falric. Yeah, I can put that on my back wall over here. I'll do that. That right there is the ultimate cryptid. All right, so it is 5 minutes now. So it's been 5 minutes. So I'm going to get started right here. So, hi everyone. Welcome to Cryptocast, your source for all things crypto-related, unknown, and paranormal. I'm your host, Parker. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Bigfoots from around the world. So, I got my little friend here to sort of be our little mascot tonight. This little Bigfoot right here, who's also got a pretty big butt. Let me actually get that up for the camera. If you're a child, look away. I don't know if that's age appropriate or not, or if you two will allow that. But he's got a big butt. So he's going to be helping us out tonight with the show. So yeah, we're going to be talking about Bigfoots from all over the world, comparing their similarities, talking about their differences and what makes them unique to each region. Like always, guys, I'll be interacting with the live chat all night. I also will be taking live calls into the show if you would like to discuss this. So the phone number for that is 636-283-2155. So yeah, feel free to call in and we can talk about this. So yeah, let's get talking about the Bigfoots or big feet. Big hairy guy, Sasquatches, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, we're going to be talking about them tonight. Excuse me, I just ate, so so let's start talking about these guys. So first off, I am from Missouri, the boring state of Missouri. We really don't have much here, but we do have our own Bigfoot. His name is MoMo, which is short for the Missouri Monster. The first Mo being short is like the abbreviation for Missouri, and then the second Mo is Monster, so MoMo. I'm not talking about that WhatsApp girl from that thing that's been going around. That's not the MoMo I'm talking about. This MoMo is a large ape-like creature covered in black fur, and it's usually depicted with glowing red eyes, and it sort of lives like all over Missouri, but most of the time it is found kind of down in Kansas City where the Beeman Monster usually lives. But I mean, people like, before I get into a lot of detail here, most Bigfoots, they're usually pretty shy of people, or most times pretty elusive, if you know what I mean. Like they don't like to show up on cameras or pictures, and like whatever we do get of them is really blurry. So that's what makes the Patterson-Gimlin footage unique. And if you don't know what the Patterson-Gimlin footage is, it is the very famous, very first recorded evidence of a Bigfoot found in a park in Washington. And what it does is they got a good video of it, and it's just walking down the path and everything, and it walks off into the distance. However, the film runs out close to the end, so it's only like a 10-second video. But what we do see is pretty impressive. Now, people have speculated that it is a man in a gorilla suit in that footage, but if you guys remember the show Monster Quest, they sort of did like an analysis on it, and the way that it moves and like how its muscles on its body kind of move and how it sort of steps, they determined that there is no way that a man in a costume could do that. Otherwise, it'd be taking like extremely long strides to get from point A to point B. So yeah, people they think it's Monster Quest, according to them. They don't think it's a man in a gorilla suit. And personally, I believe that's the real footage. I believe that is really good footage. And another thing about our Bigfoot friends here, they also, according to them, they actually smell really bad. I don't know about this guy. He actually really doesn't smell. So I guess that can't be true for everyone. But all Bigfoot, since they live in like the woods and the forest and everything, and usually like they just smell really bad. Like you can smell them like from a mile away. That's what I've been told. So we got that they smell bad and that they're elusive. Those are like two main like qualities that they all share. Another one is that usually they all have big feet. That's usually how they get their name, obviously, and they leave marks. They leave their footprints on the ground, and a lot of times these footprints can be fake. Well, I guess everyone would smell really bad if they didn't take showers too. That is true. Yeah, Bigfoot could just be some old homeless man who's never shaved or cut his hair and just lives in the woods and does his own thing. I don't know, but but yeah. So he doesn't. So yeah, he smells really bad and he's elusive. They leave those big footprints, which sometimes can be fake. There was this one episode where of Monster Quest, I believe, where they tried replicating the fake prints, and it actually looked really close to the original prints. So there's also that, and some people believe that there are two, well, actually, like about three explanations people have for Bigfoot that believe in them. Some people believe that they are Gigantopithecus, which is a giant extinct ape that lived back with the cavemen and during the Ice Age. People believe that there are surviving Gigantopithecus, and because in China they use bones in medicine, like crushed up bones, and they found Gigantopithecus bones that look really fresh. So, excuse me, people do believe that Bigfoots today are surviving Gigantopithecus that survived the Ice Age. Another theory that is actually really far-fetched, people believe that Bigfoot is an alien. Hey, Millie, how are you? But yeah, people believe that Bigfoot is an alien. I watched this one Ancient Aliens show. You know how in the head those guys are from time to time. The Ancient Alien guys, they interviewed this one like old redneck farmer, and I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm glad you're doing okay too. But they interview this one old redneck farmer. He's like, oh, I was walking in the woods and I saw a UFO fly overhead and a beam came out of it, and out of that beam stepped Bigfoot. So Ancient Aliens, excuse me, had a whole episode about Bigfoot being an alien from another planet, and there is actually a whole website dedicated to Bigfoot being an alien called bigfootisanalien.com. I've explored it before in my last video. I mean, not my last video, like a couple videos ago that I did with the alien stream. So if you guys want to check that website out, feel free to check it out. It's a funny website. But personally, I don't believe Bigfoot's an alien. That's just another theory. And then another theory is people believe that these creatures could be a missing link, if you will, like to people like the missing link, like between humans and apes, or just some escaped animals that escaped from a zoo or a circus. Those are like the more common theories that you hear about going around, like, oh yeah, I saw Bigfoot. Nah, man, that was just a gorilla. Or like sometimes they can be hoaxes too, like guys in gorilla costumes, or just props. Like there was this one called the Minnesota Iceman. It was a Bigfoot costume. It was like actually like a gorilla costume that they stuffed with like raw meat or something and fake blood, and they froze it in and like in a cooler, kept it in a freezer and everything. And it was actually pretty convincing until the experts and scientists looked at it, tried to take DNA samples, and then they instantly found out it was just a hoax, a guy in a gorilla costume. So we have that, and I do not care about Pinterest right now. I mean, I do like Pinterest, but not right now. But so that one was confirmed to be a hoax. We also have Deloy's ape. Now, there's a lot about Deloy's ape, so I'm just gonna. So considering how much time we have, like I've been doing this for about 15 minutes now, and I usually go for like about an hour. So I mean, like I could honestly do like a whole episode on Deloy's ape if I wanted to. There's so much stuff to do with that sighting. So I'm just going to I'm just going to kind of sum it up here really quick. So what Deloy's ape is, it is these two people. I forgot exactly who, but I think it was like, Francis Deloys and his crew. They went on an expedition to the Amazon, and they found. I am sorry, guys. My dogs are barking up there. I don't know what the hell they're doing, so I apologize again if you can hear them. Um, yeah. I guess nobody wants to stop them from barking, but yeah, I'm sorry about that. So Francis Deloys, he explores the Amazon, and he comes across these two large monkey-like creatures, and the monkeys see them, and they start throwing rocks and poop, for the family-friendly term. If it's someone in a gorilla suit, how do the stories of past Native American circles get around? Plus stories going back to the Mayflower times. That is a really good question. I'm probably gonna talk about a Bigfoot from around that time coming up in this video. So now that you mentioned it, you actually reminded me of one that I'll talk about later. So thank you. So I will be covering that here in a little bit. So the Deloy's ape, he managed to shoot one, the other one got away, and they propped it up and took pictures of it. However, people believe that it is a spider monkey, but spider monkeys don't get that big, and it didn't have a tail, and it was lacking like the underbite that all spider monkeys have. So this obviously was not a spider monkey. It was like a new species. However, the sad thing is the pictures, like he took like the pelt and everything. However, all the pelt and the bones got lost in a flood, so we do not have those anymore. They're lost to the world, so those are gone for good. But we still have the pictures to view off of. So we're still unsure about what it is, but it is for sure not a spider monkey. And I'm going to show you because it is a very famous picture. It also this one actually has a scientific name too, which is actually really cool. It's like the first Bigfoot with a scientific name. Let me see, Deloys. There we go. So yeah, its scientific name is Amaranthropoides loisy, named after the man who found it. And this is the picture of. There we go. Let me get that closer to the camera. That's the picture of Deloy's ape. It looks too tall to be a spider monkey. It's lacking a tail. You can obviously tell this is the male. I apologize. YouTube, please don't censor my video. And it's lacking the underbite that all spider monkeys have. So we don't know what it is. Personally, if you ask me, I believe that it is a new species because, yeah, that's obviously not a spider monkey. Spider-Man. Oh no. Francis Deloys, he killed Spider-Man. So I guess that means no more Spider-Man movies in the future, huh? Fuck. Okay, so let me see. Next up, I also wanted to talk about Sulkaloo. So Sulkaloo is a Cherokee Bigfoot, it's sort of like they worship it like as Lord of the Hunt and everything. They worship it for like hunting season and to give them a good bountiful hunt, give them luck during the hunt and all this stuff. And first time that I heard about Sulkaloo was when I watched the TV show The Secret Saturdays. And if you guys remember that show, it was a Cartoon Network show back sort of like in, I want to say it's like somewhere in like the earlier 2000s exact. I don't know what exactly, but it was like in the earlier 2000s. I remember when I was a kid and it came out, I got really excited. But I first heard about Sulkaloo from the TV show The Secret Saturdays, and it was all really, really cool. So I really do I do enjoy that. So, like I said, he's a Cherokee Bigfoot. He was like they worship him for hunting to give them success for their kills and their hunts and all this stuff. And they did rituals to appease him and everything. And but yeah, he was essentially the Bigfoot of the Cherokee tribe. And like James was saying, he was saying Bigfoot science have been going back for years, not like just recently, but like since the Native American times, since before Europeans settled here. It was, yeah, so these things have been going on for a while now. Sorry, I just kind of like lose my train of thought for a minute because like I talk faster than I can like process for some reason. I don't know. I just get excited about this stuff. So, but so yeah, these sightings have been going back since obviously, like I said, Native American times before the European settlers came here. So, and the Native Americans, they did know the land a lot more than we did. So, we really, yeah, so we really don't know what's out there. And honestly, if these little guys are real, um, I don't know how many are left because like we've been tearing down the forests and all this stuff. And some people believe that Bigfoots, Sasquatches are guardians of the forest, and they're there to protect it. And they're on Monster Quest. There was an episode about a Bigfoot that says if you kill a Sasquatch or something like that, like they're guardians of the forest, and you'll die like in a certain amount of time, like a year after you kill it. So that's one of the legends. So yeah, these things have been the sightings of these things have been going back for years. Um, also, let's take a trip to Ohio and talk about the Ohio Grassman. Check out old episodes of a show called Land of the Lost from the 1970s, not the Will Ferrell movie. They have little creatures that makes you think. I don't know, Millie, but yeah, I know which ones you're talking about. Those little ape-like creatures in Land of the Lost. Yeah, the Will Ferrell movie was not great, but the original Land of the Lost, it was good. I do know which monkey creatures you're talking about. Yeah, those do sort of resemble little Bigfoots, and that sounds like a video game, like Little Big Planet, Little Bigfoots. But I do know what you're talking about. And Millie, no, I'm not going to let you kill a Bigfoot. We're going to hide you. Okay, but yeah. So I was talking about Ohio. So Ohio, we have the Ohio Grassman. He gets that name because he builds huts like out of grass and lives in them, and with like the normal Bigfoot sightings. Excuse me. They must. Why? What? Why must they be served justice? What did they ever do to you, Millie? It sounds like they like beat your dog or something. The way you're talking. What did they do to you, Millie? How can you beat that? He has like a little smile on his face. How can you beat this thing up? What did it ever do to you? No, don't die. It's bad for your health. But yeah, the Ohio Grassman, like I said, he builds a set of grass and lives in them. That's how he got his name. Like Bigfoot nests are sort of a common thing up in Ohio where they build them out of grass. Sometimes they're like little huts. Sometimes they're like giant nests that they live in. And let me see. It also has the same like Bigfoot characteristics that I mentioned earlier. Like it smells bad, it's elusive, and oh yeah, I forgot to mention all these Bigfoot creatures. Oh no, Millie is gonna accuse Bigfoot of molesting. um, Scrappy did. This little Bigfoot's name is Scrappy, by the way. Scrappy did nothing wrong. Everyone type in the chat justice for Scrappy. Scrappy did nothing. He is a good Bigfoot. Scrappy did nothing wrong. Justice for Scrappy. You know what? You know what? Hold on. Hold on. We're going to make this a trending hashtag. There we go. Justice for Scrappy. Justice for Scrappy. Hashtag justice for Scrappy. He did nothing wrong. Hashtag yes, Millie. Hashtag yes. No on your hashtag no. I know James, I know you agree with me on this. Justice for Scrappy. Justice for Scrappy. You can either choose the light side or the dark side with Millie. But just so you know, we have Bigfoots, we have cryptids, we have cookies. We have cookies, James. It's up to you to pick. But Bigfoots, they all, I forgot to mention this earlier in the video. I'm an idiot for not mentioning it. Yeah, I said mentioning wrong. But on those TV shows like Finding Bigfoot, that horrible. Actually, it's not horrible. It's just fun to watch. Those guys have no fucking idea what they're doing. Hey everyone, I got a Sasquatch mating call. Yes, Scrappy is innocent. He has the right to remain silent. He has the right to remain silent. Scrappy did nothing wrong. Scrappy did nothing wrong. He has every right to remain silent. He needs a lawyer. I'm going to get him a good lawyer. Yeah, yeah. He did nothing wrong. But yeah, she's coming for you, Scrappy. You better run. But okay, but yeah, the Sasquatch mating call, those are based off of like the roars that people claim they heard a Bigfoot, and people try mimicking them. But like they just stand out in the woods and go. Roar! I don't think that's how it really works. Sometimes they on those shows they get responses, but yeah, it's the cringiest thing I've ever seen. I'm ashamed for even doing it on camera, but I mean, another way. Actually, I was gonna tell you guys ways to probably attract a Bigfoot, but I don't want Millie to kill one, so I might not. That was do it again. That was hot. Only because you asked so nice, Millie. Fuck, if I get attacked by Bigfoots tonight, I'm blaming you. And yes, you did, Rena. You tuned in just at the right time. But now I lost my train of thought. I was going to tell you guys ways to like that the experts out in the field use ways to attract Bigfoot. But if Millie's gonna kill one, I don't know if I should tell you guys. Millie, if you promise not to kill a Bigfoot, I will tell you in the stream how people attract Bigfoots. Okay, good. Good, Millie, good. And it wasn't, we have you on video of giving it up to Bigfoot. You know what they say about people with big feet? Big hands, too. But, but, so in the field, experts they get ape urine, like gorilla urine being like the most used one. They take that, or pheromones, they spray it like on the trees to try to get some sort of response from that. Like if there's a Bigfoot gonna come, like I don't know, like let's just say Scrappy's looking for love. Somebody puts female Bigfoot pheromones on the tree. He's gonna come looking for that. So that's what they're trying to accomplish with that, trying to get a Bigfoot to respond to the pheromones. So that's one of the ways that they use. Like I said, it always doesn't work. They just stand out in the field and go, "Aah!" and try to get a response from anybody. Actually, my parrot responded to that upstairs. I heard him just scream back at me. Does that mean my parrot's a Bigfoot? Huckleberry, are you a Bigfoot? Let's try this again. Oh! Oh! It worked on him the first time. My bird actually responded to that Bigfoot call. I guess my bird is a Bigfoot officially. So, okay. Ooh, we have a call coming in. All right, let's answer this. Hello, thank you for calling Cryptocast live. How are you?
Tell me how to summon a Bigfoot so I can kill it.
How to summon a Bigfoot? I just told you about the urine tactics and the screaming.
How am I supposed to get that, Pepper? I'm broke.
I know like online you can actually get like gorilla shit like delivered to someone's house for like $10. You can just go out in the woods and smear like gorilla shit on the trees.
That works.
It does, but you're not.
Kinda kinky though.
You have a scat fetish?
No. Other?
I think you have a scat fetish now. Hashtag Millie has a scat fetish.
Hashtag no?
Hashtag yes. But yeah, so
No.
I forgot what state you're from. I think your state might have a Bigfoot. Georgia. Yeah, you're close to Florida, so you guys both have the skunk ape.
We have the Appalachian Bigfoot too. I forget his name. I think they call him the Appalachian Hairy Man or something like that. It was something really weird the last time I checked.
The Appalachian Hairy Man.
I'm just saying, it was weird.
Okay, I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna look up the Appalachian.
I because of the Appalachian Trail.
I spelled Appalachian wrong. It's put Appalachian. Appalachian Hairy Man. I just got a guy with a beard. What the fuck? He's not Bigfoot.
I said, I don't think I have the right name, but we do have an Appalachian Bigfoot.
Okay, let me look. Appalachian Bigfoot. The guy with the beard is not Bigfoot. Appalachian Man is photographing squatchy shirts, squatch t-shirts.
What?
I don't want to YouTube Bigfoot in the Appalachia. Okay, yeah, I'm not finding it. I'm just getting guys with beards.
You know what they say about big feet? Big disappointment.
Oh, I was gonna say big hands.
No disappointment. Like me and my massive feet.
Bigfoot on the Appalachian Trail, strange mysteries of the Appalachian Mountains. Let's take a look at this site. Ooh, this site looks like a hippie site, just like a hippie just threw up all over it. I love it.
Yeah, you could literally do a whole episode on Appalachian mysteries, and I guarantee you'll get something interesting.
Hey, if you actually make my schedule this time, I'll do it. I'll do it. Because October's coming up.
Yeah, we've got demons and devils, and there's this one book I might have to send you the online PDF form of, and it's like ghost stories of the Appalachian in North Georgia.
Oh yeah, I could read those during my Halloween stream.
Yeah, it's really cool, to be honest, because it's like some old timers who would tell these stories. And it's just amazing.
It's like,
have you heard of the dude who he lives actually really near me, but he likes to talk about how he has birthed over 1,000 alien children because from the time he was 18, an alien woman would come to him and have sex with him in the middle of the woods. I know, it's weird. Trust me, it's weird.
Are you implying that you're an alien?
Yep. He's really weird. He does paintings of them online and everything. I can send them. I can send you the links. He's got his own web store. Vice even covered it. Like, they came to Georgia to interview this dude who says he has alien children.
Is this Alex Jones?
No.
Because he's banned from the internet.
Size queen. James, shut up.
But yeah, is it David Icke?
Huh?
David Icke?
I think so.
No, wait,
Here,
David.
let me look it up real quick.
Well, David Icke's the reptilian man he's like a British guy. I don't think it's David Icke.
No, man who has sex with aliens in the woods.
Guys, never consent to aliens. They'll just keep asking and asking for more.
Okay, so I got
kind of like Millie.
The full story is David Huggins at 17 says he lost his virginity to an extraterrestrial.
David Huggins. I got the baseball player.
I'll send it to you via Discord because it's really weird and
Dave Huggins.
I don't even know what to think of it.
Let me see. Dave Huggins. I keep getting this guy who plays baseball.
I sent you the link on Discord, so don't worry about it.
Why Newton Hicks had to die? Dave Huggins, bro. The aliens want to probe you, Millie. That's what James is saying.
Oh, he'd like that, wouldn't you?
And I'm
James, you pink bastard.
okay. I knocked some lampshades over, but let me. Did you actually? Yeah. Okay, you did send it to me. That's a really nice picture.
Yep.
David Huggins says he lost his virginity to an extraterrestrial. He sounds like a great guy.
I looked it up, and 10 hours with Bigfoot. Bigfoot kidnapped man for 10 hours. Cryptozoology news. from the Appalachian.
Oh, awesome.
Do you want me to send you this article?
Yeah, send me all the articles.
I mean, I've got, Bigfoot isn't usually my thing, so I don't know a lot about it. I'm kind of basic when it comes to
you're more into the big dicks, aren't you?
Yeah.
Hashtag Millie's into the big dicks. But is your Bigfoot the Appalachian Bigfoot? Is it Old Yellowtop?
I mean, I've heard that name before, but I mean, usually in the mountains, usually what we get are Wendangos, so you don't hear a lot about Bigfoot.
Okay.
I mean, there are people who talk about the skunk ape. I think there's one over near Dahlonega, because there's this swamp that no one's able to drain.
Are you sure it's just not Shrek? Is it, are you sure it's not Shrek?
I'm not sure. To be honest, it's weird. I mean, I don't have my material.
But
let me see here.
But Bigfoot is but yeah, Old Yellowtop. Actually, Old Yellowtop's in Kentucky, I believe. So guys, Old Yellowtop, well, I guess if you're looking up still more info, I'm gonna mention Old Yellowtop here. I got outfits for yellow tops. I don't want that. Old Yellowtop, yeah, so he's like they say he's a cobalt colored Bigfoot, which is sort of like a blondish color found in Canada. And he was spotted back in, let me just double check the date, 1906. That was the first date he was seen. And they call him Old Yellowtop because if you look at this picture right here, guys, he has like a blonde yellow head. And the rest of his body is normal colored. So that is super cool.
So a different species of Bigfoot.
Yeah, different species.
There's a Sasquatch museum near me. I didn't even know that. Cherry Log, Georgia.
Oh, okay. I know there's a cryptozoology museum in Maine that I want to go visit at some point as well.
This one looks interesting. I think they've been hunting Bigfoot for years, and apparently they have a whole museum of the things they use. They've got a cast of footprints.
Oh, okay. I mean, as long as they're not trying to kill Bigfoot, are they Bigfoot killers? Are they Bigfoot?
No, I'm the only person in the world who actually wants to kill Bigfoot at this point. But yeah, that's fine.
What did he ever do to you? What did Bigfoot do to you? Did he punch you? Did he look at you while you were sleeping? Did he show you his big feet? Try to get a foot fetish?
The last one sounds more accurate, but no. I don't know. I have extreme violence towards crypto animals because I just do. You know what? If you kill it, then you can prove it's real.
Well, yeah. But still, would you really want to kill a really rare animal?
But, I mean, if there's one, there's probably more. And if you kill it, you can prove everyone is there.
Well, yeah.
You drag the body up and dump it at a museum, or dump it at the University of Georgia and say, I found this, tell me what it is, then more than likely you'll have physical proof.
But yeah, I mean, what if you get what if you trap it in a cage and then are able to get its blood out?
Well, you still have blood after you kill them. You just gotta shoot them in the head so they don't bleed as much.
Well, I mean, but wouldn't it be more humane to take blood from a Bigfoot, like knock it unconscious with a dart and then take its blood and then send it to a university?
I don't know we don't know they're probably not gorillas, so I don't know if drink the sleepy potion.
Sleepy potion.
Yeah, there's like, it's like, you know, if you kill it and you dump it on someone's doorstep, it works.
What if Bigfoots are just like what if Bigfoots are just normal monkeys in trench coats?
That you know what? If you still kill it, you dump it with trench coats and all, then you got your proof. There's physical evidence for you to study. Because it's a Bigfoot.
Then that would answer a question. How do Bigfoots how do monkeys get trench coats? But James has a good question here. People have claimed people have claimed to have killed one before, but they can't produce a body because supposedly men in black show up to take the body. Ooh.
Well, if you do it super quick, no one will know.
Yeah, I mean, if the men in black are trying to censor us, that's horrible because the world needs to know.
You gotta be smarter than the men in black, which means you don't stop as they pull you over and you don't let anyone weird into your house. Ta-da!
But no, they can probably find ways in the house. Like they could probably crawl in through like an open window or crawl in through a gutter or something or down your chimney like Santa Claus, except they're not going to be giving you shit. They're going to be taking your dead Bigfoot up the chimney.
That's why you don't have a chimney and you live in a college dorm.
Well, you know, I mean, not all of us have that luxury.
Well, I live in a dorm, so if I bring a dead body, no one will notice if I come in at 3 a.m. So I just bring it in and wrap it up in plastic bags.
But then won't your roommates be like, what the fuck is that thing?
I don't know. I think my professors would enjoy it. Here, identify this, bitches. Give me an A.
You've convinced me for now. For now.
But no, I'm not going to summon a Bigfoot. I'm not going to call on a Bigfoot just because I don't have a gun at the moment. So you don't have to worry about me killing a Bigfoot.
You can just go up to one, just give it a hug.
No.
Yes.
Hey! I think I found something really weird.
Is it my stream?
Bigfoot. Let me send you this. It comes with a picture too. So maybe, just maybe, this will tingle your crypto genitals. I don't know.
Tingle my crypto genitals? Oh yeah, the Georgia this is the one that I was talking about earlier. The one that was the Georgia Bigfoot body found in a freezer that was fake, that was like stuffed with meat or something.
Well, it was a Bigfoot, so I mean, like,
it was just some guy. It was just like a costume stuffed with meat.
There's actual videos of it in the freezer as well. So I mean, shortly after, let me see.
Bigfoot is looking at you. James says Bigfoot is looking at you through your window, Millie.
Well, unless he's 10 feet tall, he can't look at my window, so I'm not worried about it.
Bigfoot.
Oh, wait, I found it.
Bigfoot
tracker, admissions of hope.
Bigfoot is the colossal titan from Attack on Titan, confirmed.
Yeah. Well, they've confirmed it was a hoax.
Or Shaquille O'Neal.
There's a special effects guy who's talking about it. I found a really weird video, though. Bigfoot head frozen since 1953, only proof in existence of Sasquatch. It's obviously fake.
Legend of the Okapakanoki Swamp.
Pakanoki what?
Just look at what James says in the chat.
I'm not sure if I like what James says. He seems to have a kink.
No, James is a cool guy. Shout out to you, James. Shout out to you.
You can be cool and still have a kink.
Oh, hey, Mackie, how are you? How are you doing today?
Legend of the Okefenokee Swamp.
Yeah, that's how you say it. Okefenokee.
Okefenokee. Yep.
Oikopoinoi. Yeah, Okefenokee. Okie.
Well, that's how you say it in Georgia.
Okefenokee. I'm doing Gucci. Hey, that's really good. I'm glad to hear that.
That's not how you say Okie. That's not how you spell Okefenokee. That's not how you spell Okefenokee.
I'm sure you can spell Okefenokee. Like it's sort of like one of those words that probably.
No, is he talking about the Okefenokee Swamp that's in South Georgia?
Yes.
It's on the Florida-Georgia line, and that's not how you spell it.
Oh, I don't like that band though. Florida Georgia Line, they're not that good.
Of course, yes.
I've listened to them over Imagine Dragons though. Okay, let me see. Yep, yeah, he said it. That's the one he's talking about.
Spelling of the Okefenokee. It's Cherokee for muddy water.
Ooh, I like that. I'm part Cherokee. I like that.
I'm part Cherokee too.
I like that.
Cherokee too. So.
I like that.
Like everyone. Yes.
I like it.
It means like muddy water, and then where I live, we have the Chattanooga or the Chattahoochee, which means something along the line of big river.
You know, I know that we were talking about like earlier about like the preserved Bigfoot bodies and everything. Have you ever heard about like the Yeti scalp that they have that's owned by the monks in the Himalayas?
Yeah, but they won't let them test it. So
I thought they did at one point, and I thought it just turned out to be goat hair like attached to something.
It probably was, to be honest.
Yeah, I think they did test it at one point. It was just found out to be goat.
Yeah, that's why they wouldn't let us test it forever.
And now they're just like, okay, yeah, the jig's up.
We've had it for 100 years.
But no, I saw this one episode. There was about like Monster Quest, about like there is like a Yeti special, and they were saying that like some people are climbing Mount Everest, and all of a sudden, just the Yeti just like turned invisible when they saw it.
That makes sense.
Just an invisible, like they just see it climbing the mountain, just like two of them, and then all of a sudden they notice they've been seen, and they just turn invisible. X-Files. But yeah, but Disney also has that ride there, that Yeti ride where you scale like the Mount Everest ride where that has a Yeti in it. I want to go on that. I want to see the Yeti animatronic.
Are you sure about that?
I am sure about that. I know you want to see it. You'd probably try to kill it.
Well, I mean, duh.
Bigfoot is a gentle, peaceful, endangered animal.
Those words don't go together. One of these words is not like the other.
James says Millie is a bully.
I saw that.
A Bigfoot bully. Right. Scrappy, cover your ears, child. But yeah, Bigfoot's a lovely animal. We also have like the Australian Yowie, which is a Bigfoot that sort of lives down in the countryside in the wilderness of Australia. We also have the Skookum, which is sort of another name for a Bigfoot. I forgot exactly where that one is from, and I apologize again, guys. The cuckoo clock is going off and just being a major inconvenience like it always is. Okay, it's finally over. I'm sorry about that, guys. That cuckoo clock always does this. Yeah, Bigfoot just needs grooming tips and a bar of soap, Millie.
Taste my spicy bristleless toothbrush.
Your what?
Nothing. I'll show you later.
I don't know if I want to. But, oh, there's also something called the sheep squatch, which is sort of like a pure white Bigfoot. It's one of the ones that the white things can turn into at times. It's it's a famous Bigfoot sort of found down in West Virginia. There's also Sasquatch is the name for Bigfoot up in Canada. We also have the Agogwe, which is sort of like a little orange, like orangutan, like Bigfoot creature found down on an island kind of by Africa. And yeah, there's just a lot of them. And then there's the Almas, and one of the cool things about the Almas is there was one that was believed to be captured, that actually they blended into society, and they found, and like she eventually, I forgot what her name was exactly, but that Alma's bred with some people, and the offspring still live today. And I think they got some DNA tests done, and I believe that they have like some ape DNA in them, which is kind of cool.
Yes.
James says you are the Skinwalker Ice Queen. Let me see what else is there to talk about these. There's so much about these things. Like hell, I might even have to do a part 2. Like at some point I could do a part 2 about these. I will do a part 2. All right, guys. So we have about 3 minutes here before I need to call it off because I got somewhere to go. So let me just do my little stuff here. So, all right, guys, if you like this video, please be sure to hit that like button. If you haven't already, you can dislike if you dislike it. But if you don't, Bigfoot's gonna come for you in the night. And huh?
Just tell him to fuck off. That's all you have to do. It's like, you don't like this video, fuck off. Go get fucked by a Bigfoot, get gang raped by a bunch of skinwalkers, leave it alone.
No, Bigfoot's gonna come for them if they don't like the video. They're not. I'm not gonna wish them to get like raped by a Bigfoot.
No, gang raped by a bunch of them. That's what you say. You know, get gang raped by a bunch of Scrappy and his friends. You dislike the video, that's what happened.
No, Bigfoot's just gonna come for them in the night and just like stare at them or something if they dislike it.
No, you get gang raped by the Jersey Devil, Bigfoot, and a Skinwalker. That's what happens if you dislike the video.
But also I am still taking what is the serious question though? How do we know if the Bigfoot couldn't be some ancient Cro-Magnon man that is in some sort of slip stream of time? That is a very good question. Bigfoot, well, there are reports of some cavemen that are around today still. So, and the reports, those people are sort of able to differentiate the two. So I do believe that the signs of cavemen that are there today are cavemen, and the signs of Bigfoot are Bigfoot. I mean, when people say, "Oh yeah, I've seen a caveman," and they're like, "Oh, was it covered in hair? Was it?" They're like, "No, it was like a legit, like how you would see a caveman." So I do believe that cavemen are just cavemen, and that the Bigfoots are Bigfoots. But that's my answer for that. And guys, I'm also still taking not entries, like your submissions in for my Halloween live stream coming up in October. It's going to be October next week already. So yeah, I'm taking your story submissions for that, just email me at cryptidpodcasts@gmail.com. If you guys forget it, that's in the link in the description below. Please be sure to check that out as well, guys. Also, if you guys want to send me fan art, you guys can send me fan art through there too. I have a Discord, I have a Twitter, I have a Tumblr, I have an Instagram. I'm also working on getting a Facebook page up. I didn't do it last week because I was out of time, so I'm going to try and do that this weekend. And yeah, so next week's video is going to be Cryptids of Ohio, requested by somebody from Ohio, so I'm going to be doing that. And also, guys, next week, this video is going to be on Saturday, as I'm going to a murder mystery dinner theater on Friday, the time that I do this stream. So next week's stream will be Saturday at the same time as it usually is on Friday. And guys, share this video too, because I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers, and I'm going to be doing a vintage cryptid giveaway when I reach 100 subscribers. So if you guys share this video, help me get to 100, that'll be amazing. I will love you guys forever. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great weekend. Ooh, Beast of Bray Road. Ooh, I'll have to cover that another. Yes, Beast of Bray Road. That is one of the dogmen. I'm going to cover that next week too, so that's going to be fun. All right. And with that being said, guys, I hope you have a safe weekend. You've been watching Cryptocast. I've been your host, Parker. Have a great, safe weekend. Bye, guys. And Millie is not killing Scrappy, so don't worry.